Hey everyone, and welcome. Get ready because today we're not just going to learn, we're going to practice. Think of this as your personal training session to really nail these key business concepts for your exams, one challenge at a time. All right, let's take a look at what we've got lined up. We've got 5 concept power-ups on the agenda today. We're going to tackle each one with a real-world case study to make sure these ideas really, truly stick. You ready? Let's jump in. First up, we're asking a fundamental question. What actually makes a product? And for our first challenge, we're looking at a brand I'm sure you all know, Britannia Good Day.
So here's the scenario. Britannia brings Good Day to the market, and they focus on 4 big things: using quality ingredients, making the packaging look good, ensuring it tastes great, and keeping it affordable. So here's your question. Based on just this case, what are the essential features of a product? Take a second and think about it.
So what's the answer? Well, a product is really just a bundle of utilities. Think of it like a package deal that's designed to satisfy one of your needs. In this case, the quality ingredients provide the main utility. They satisfy your hunger. But the attractive packaging? That's a key attribute. So the big takeaway here is that a product isn't just the thing itself. It's the whole package of features that makes you want to buy it. So, quick recap. For a product to be a hit, you've got to pay attention to features like quality and packaging. Now for a little bonus question. Think about Colgate toothpaste. What's its biggest weapon in the market? Is it quality, brand, or price? It's the brand, right? That trust is built across their entire product line. Speaking of different products, all right, concept power-up number 2, classifying goods. Because here's the thing, not all products are bought in the same way. And who better to help us understand this than Samsung, with their massive range of electronics? So, Samsung sells everything, from giant refrigerators to tiny chargers. Your challenge now is to classify them. Which ones are convenience goods, which are shopping goods, and which are specialty goods? A little hint. Think about how much effort you, the consumer, would put into buying each one. And here's how it all breaks down. This table makes it super clear. Chargers and headphones, those are convenience goods. You buy them often without much thought. TVs and refrigerators, those are shopping goods. You do your homework, compare prices, and check features. And those top-of-the-line Galaxy phones, they're specialty goods. People want that specific phone because of the brand and its unique features. See? It all comes down to consumer buying behavior. So, key takeaway? We classify goods based on how people shop for them. Simple as that. Now, quick fire bonus round. What about Dabur Honey? Is it a convenience, shopping, or specialty good? Since you buy it regularly at the grocery store, it's a convenience good. Nice. Okay, so we've covered things you can touch, but what about the things you can't? Let's switch gears a bit. We're moving away from things you can hold in your hand and into experiences you receive. Our third concept is the world of services, and we're looking at a super important example, Apollo Hospitals. Now, Apollo isn't selling a physical product, right? They're providing healthcare. You get a diagnosis, a treatment plan, maybe an online consultation. So your challenge is to look at this and identify the 4 essential features that make this a service. Let's break these down. First, a service is intangible. You can't touch a doctor's diagnosis. Second, it's inseparable. The consultation is happening in real time. It's produced and consumed at the exact same moment. Third, there's variability. The experience can be different depending on which doctor you see. And finally, a service is perishable. An empty hospital bed for tonight can't be saved and sold tomorrow. Those 4 features are what define a service. So just remember those 4 words: intangible, inseparable, variable, and perishable. Now here's a cool bonus question. Swiggy's food delivery is a service, so it's intangible. But how can they measure it? Well, it's measured by tangible results, like how fast the delivery is, what the customer ratings are, and if the order was correct. Now, to really hammer this point home, let's put a product and a service in a head-to-head matchup. All right. Now that we've got a handle on both products and services, let's put them in the ring together for our 4th section. It's the great debate, Maruti Suzuki versus Uber. On the surface, it seems pretty simple. Maruti sells you a car. Uber gives you a ride in a car. But what's the real fundamental business difference between what they're offering? What's the one thing that truly separates a product from a service here? And the answer, the absolute core difference, is the transfer of ownership. It's that simple. When you buy a Maruti, you own it. It's yours. It's a tangible product. With Uber, you are just paying for an intangible experience, the ride itself.
Ownership never changes hands. You just use it and that's it.
So the big recap, that line in the sandwich between a product and a service is ownership transfer. Now for a bonus that mixes them both up. With Titan watches, why is the watch a product, but getting it repaired a service? Easy. You own the watch, that's the product, but you only experience the repair, that's the service. And this leads us to the final and most important piece of our puzzle. We know what we're selling, but who are we selling it to?
Okay, here we are at our final concept, and honestly, it's the most important one. Understanding the consumer. Because without customers, none of the other stuff matters. Let's take a look at the shoppers at Big Bazaar. So, think about Big Bazaar. You've got families doing their big monthly grocery run, students popping in for a quick snack, and busy professionals grabbing a ready-to-eat meal for dinner. Your challenge is this. What different needs is Big Bazaar satisfying for each of these groups?
And this chart really tells the whole story.
Big Bazaar isn't just selling groceries. They're selling solutions to different problems. For families, the solution they need is value and the ability to buy in bulk. For students, it's all about convenience and a good price. And for professionals, the solution is saving time. Understanding these specific needs is everything. It dictates how they market, how they set up their stores, and ultimately, how successful they are.
So the recap here is crystal clear. Businesses win when they identify and satisfy different consumer needs. And for your last bonus question, this one's a little tricky. For a company that supplies school uniforms, who's the real consumer? Is it the school or is it the students? The answer is the school. They act as an institutional consumer, buying on behalf of the students. And that wraps up our challenge. We've tackled products, services, and consumers. But I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Just look around you right now. Look at your phone, your laptop. How many of the products you own completely depend on a service to even work? The lines are blurring every single day. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and keep practicing.